Hey everybody, this is Velvet. Welcome to another edition of This Day of Rock and Roll History. Today is March 12th, and we're going to go back to 1963 and see what was happening then, and hit every March 12th all the way back to today. So I urge you to sit down, buckle up, and let's get rolling. March 12th, 1963. The Beatles played at Granada Cinema in Bedford. John Lennon, suffering from a cold, was unable to perform. So the Beatles set was arranged so that George and Paul could sing the parts that John usually sang. March 12, 1967, the Velvet Underground and Nico, the debut album by the Velvet Underground, was released by Verve Records. Though the record was a commercial failure upon release and was almost entirely ignored by contemporary critics, the Velvet Underground and Nico is now widely recognized as one of the greatest and most influential albums in the history of pop music. March 12, 1968, the Rolling Stones started recording their next single, Jumpin' Jack Flash. Keith Richards has stated that he and Jagger wrote the lyrics while staying at Richards' country house, where they were awakened one morning by the sound of the gardener, Jack Dyer, walking past the window. When Jagger asked what the noise was, Richards responded, "Oh, that's Jack. That's Jumpin' Jack." March 12, 1969, the Temptations became the first Motown recording act to win a Grammy Award for Cloud 9 for the Best Rhythm and Blues Group Performance. The single reached number 2 on the U.S. charts. March 12, 1969, Paul McCartney married Linda Eastman. They then held a reception at the Ritz Hotel. Paul then went to Abbey Road Studios in the evening to work. George Harrison and his wife Patty were arrested on the same day and charged with possession of 120 marijuana joints. Puff them up. March 12, 1971, the Allman Brothers Band played the first of 2 nights at the Fillmore East, New York. Both shows were recorded and released as the Allman Brothers Live double album, which became the group's breakthrough album. March 12, 1974, John Lennon made headlines after an incident at the Troubadour Club in Los Angeles. Out on a drinking binge with Harry Nilsson, Lennon hurled insults at the performing Smothers Brothers and punched their manager before being forcibly removed. Oh, John, give peace a chance, brother. March 12, 1983, U2 scored their first UK #1 album with War, which went on to spend a total of 147 weeks on the chart. The album featured the singles New Year's Day and Two Hearts Beat as One. March 12, 1983, Bonnie Tyler had her only UK #1 single with Total Eclipse of the Heart, also #1 in the US. March 12, 2007, Amy Winehouse made her television debut on The Late Show with David Letterman, performing Rehab. The song went on to win 3 Grammy Awards, including Record of the Year, Song of the Year, the Best Female Pop Vocal Performance, and also won an award for the Best Contemporary Song. March 12, 2012, Taylor Swift beat Adele and Lady Gaga to be named the highest earning pop artist of 2011. The 22-year-old earned $35,719,902. March 12, 2013, Bob Dylan was voted into the American Academy of Arts and Letters, marking the first time a rock musician has been chosen for the Elite Honor Society. March 12, 2016, Iron Maiden's personal Boeing 747 was badly damaged after colliding with a tow truck while grounded at Santiago, Chile. The band's crew and their 20 tons of equipment were not on board at the time, but 2 ground crew workers were injured. All right, that was This Day in Rock and Roll History for March 12th. Now listen, I always say this, I'm going to say it again. I just give them the cream of the crop, baby. If you want to know more about what's going on in rock and roll, go down there and hit that link and peruse and peruse all you want. And I hope you guys are getting as much out of this as I am, because I just love bringing this to you, and I hope you love receiving it. Okay, until we see each other again, this is old Velvet saying, adios.